Hi everyone, it is day 41 and I am so glad you're with us again. I just feel like I want to cheer for everybody every time we're finishing up these last 10 days. You have hung in there so well, and I pray that it is going to be so fruitful for you. Yesterday we talked about turning our awareness to Jesus and how that actually creates a space to handle anything that comes your way in life, versus by default all of us just become aware of other things and they're really overwhelming very often. That space doesn't always create an easy space for the voice of God, but when you turn to the voice of God, you're creating a big space for everything else. It's a really powerful tool. This morning I want you to think about what you habitually wake up the most aware of. Think about the evenings, think about your daytimes, think about difficult situations in your life. What are you most aware of in the things that are difficult for you right now? If you're most aware of the problem, it's not shame on you. It's just good to be aware that that's where your awareness lies. And ask Jesus, shift Jesus into that space, which will actually make space for you to process better. Think about the really great stuff in your life. Where do you find beauty, joy, grace, ease? Where's your awareness? Invite Jesus to speak to you there. Becoming aware of where your awareness goes by default allows you to actually shift into a more powerful place from which to handle life. So, I want to just give you a few questions today, and I want to remind you that you actually have a choice of what you're aware of. The default is not the stuck place. You have a choice. And by just turning your attention from one thing to Jesus, or choosing a different way to spend your time, maybe putting the phone down and reading something that's uplifting, or instead of getting caught in the overwhelm of what you're reading online, just talk to Jesus about that. You don't even have to abandon it. Just bring Jesus into the conversation. It's a choice that will change how you feel and how you move after that. So you really do have a choice. Where you start will dramatically influence where you end up. So start with connection to Jesus and filter everything else through the awareness of the brilliance of God. God is brilliant, and you have access to the most brilliant entity in the universe. He also says that he's not like a wave of the sea blown and tossed by the wind. In life, you will be tossed unless you're grounded. Get grounded in the awareness of Jesus, awareness of his presence, and I promise you're going to find more capacity there. Ask Jesus, what do you want to set my awareness or my attention on right now? Ask Jesus what you habitually become aware of that actually derails you from who you want to be in the world. Jesus, what ideas do you have that can help me shift my awareness before I get derailed? Take your time, maybe go back over those 3 questions. And here's the last prayer that you may want to embody and embrace for yourself today. Jesus, I want to become most aware of you. What are you saying? What are you doing? What are you thinking? And then handle life in all its complexity from that place. It's not abandoning and only being aware of God. It's adding the conversation with God into everything. Turning slightly, it's worship. See you guys tomorrow.